In today's NFL, staying ahead isn't about who plays tougher. It's about thinks faster. In a world where fans still cling to the idea that raw power wins games, a handful of organizations are flipping the script and quietly rewriting the rules. They're not building teams like tanks anymore. They're building them like rockets. And when you realize what this one team just did, it'll shake what you thought knew about smart roster building. But hang tight because the full picture is about to unfold in a way you won't see coming. The Kansas City Chiefs once again proved that they're not just playing the game, they're reinventing it. Using their fourth-round pick, they snatched up Jalen Royals, a wide receiver who doesn't just run, he flies. Coming out of Utah State with a track and field background, Royals brings a jaw-dropping 4.3-second speed to the table. His ability to destroy defenses after the catch isn't just impressive. It's exactly the kind of weapon an offensive wizard like Andy Reid dreams of engineering into pure chaos. But even a beautiful puzzle gets tricky when too many pieces look the same. Royals isn't joining an empty room. He's walking into a jam-packed wide receiver group already built on burners. Just last year, Kansas City invested a first-round pick in Xavier Worthy, another speed demon made for quick strikes and YAC yards after catch madness. Add Maris Brown into that sprinting mix and suddenly you've got three receivers who are elite but eerily similar. And that leads to a cold reality. Not everyone can stay. Royals is the shiny new toy. Worthy has fresh first-round prestige. So the odd man out is Maris Brown. The Chiefs, smart as they are, might keep Brown around as injury insurance. But let's be real. Unless something unexpected happens, Brown's odds of surviving the final roster cuts and suiting up in Week 1 look slimmer by the day. It's brutal side of the business that fans rarely see up close. It's bittersweet when you remember what Maris Brown used to be. Until next time. In today's NFL, dominance doesn't come from brute force alone. The teams that rise and stay on top aren't necessarily the ones who hit the hardest. They're the ones who think the fastest. While the league still markets power, toughness, and grit, a handful of forward-thinking franchises are quietly turning football into a game of speed, precision, and adaptation. No one is embodying this shift more than the Kansas City Chiefs. The back-to-back Super Bowl champs aren't just playing the game, they're reinventing it. With a front office that treats roster construction like a tech startup scaling for innovation, Kansas City has proven yet again that they're ahead of the curve. Their latest move? A fourth-round draft pick that might seem minor until you look closer. With the 2025 NFL Draft winding down, most teams were looking for depth, plugging holes, or finding special teams pieces. Not the Chiefs. Instead, they doubled down on their offensive philosophy, selecting Jalen Royals, a wide receiver out of Utah State with world-class track speed. Royals isn't just fast. He's 4.3 seconds in the 40-yard dash fast. That's blow the top off a defense fast. That's change the way defenses line up fast. With a background in track and field, Royals brings more than just vertical speed. He brings agility, explosion after the catch, and the kind of pure athleticism that coordinators can't teach. And when you give a toy like that to offensive genius Andy Reid, you get chaos, designed, refined, and weaponized. But as dazzling as Royals looks on tape, he's not arriving into a barren WR room. In fact, Kansas City's receiving corps is already bursting at the seams, with players cut from the exact same cloth. Just last year, the Chiefs used a first-round pick on Xavier Worthy, another electric burner with a 4.21 40-yard dash and a highlight reel built for TikTok. Worthy's speed, acceleration, and after-the-catch wizardry were supposed to bring the Chiefs back to the Tyreek Hill days. He's still a developing star, and he's not going anywhere. Then there's Marquise Hollywood Brown, who joined the team via free agency. A former first-round pick himself, Brown has long been known for his top-end speed and deep threat potential. On paper, he looks like a great fit. In reality, he might already be the odd man out. With Royals now in the fold, Kansas City has three receivers whose core value proposition is nearly identical. Fast, agile, YAC monsters. There's no denying they're all talented, but how many of the same piece can fit into one puzzle? The NFL is a numbers game in more ways than one. It's about contracts, caps, depth charts, reps in camp. So while fans may remember Marquise Brown's dazzling days in Baltimore or flashes of brilliance in Arizona, the clock is ticking. Royals is younger, cheaper, and, crucially, comes without a loaded injury history. Brown may be retained as a depth piece or insurance policy. But let's be real, unless injuries or unforeseen trades shake up the room, his odds of making the final 53-man roster are slimmer by the day. The writing is on the wall, and it's written in blazing 4.3 speed. It's a bittersweet reality, especially for a player like Brown who once symbolized the future of speed in the league. Now, he's being eclipsed by a new generation molded in the same image, only faster, healthier, and hungrier. The Chiefs' latest draft move signals a shift in how elite teams are building their rosters. It's not about one superstar anymore. It's about layering redundancy at key positions with athletes who fit the system like cogs in a high-speed machine. They're not building offenses like tanks. They're building them like rockets, streamlined, explosive, and capable of scoring in seconds. Every receiver who steps onto the field in red and gold is a threat to take it 60 yards. Every route could be a touchdown. That's the new Kansas City standard. And make no mistake, other teams are watching. This isn't just roster building, it's disruption. The Chiefs are doing to the NFL what Silicon Valley startups did to legacy industries. They're moving faster, thinking smarter, and rewriting what success looks like in real time.